Hey guys, this is Joyce from the Secondhand Disney Bound, and I am here today with my second Disney DIY. And today what I have planned for you is something that I have been wanting to do for forever. So I've been on the hunt of being able to make like a handbag that is a little bit more versatile, because something that I've noticed is that there's so many cute Disney styled handbags and they are all absurdly priced. And I can't spend $60 every time I want to revamp my wardrobe or have an accessory that looks different. So I came up with something that I'm pretty excited about that I think fills that need of having something that's versatile but also saving a lot of money. So what I had in mind was a bag with a clear front and then making different styles of little inserts that can go in that clear front. I found off of the Loungefly website this bag that was super duper cute that I couldn't really afford, and my boyfriend ended up buying it for me as a gift. And it ended up being the most absolute perfect thing for this craft. And so you may have seen these before. They're really popular. You can find them on the Disney online store, you can find them on the Loungefly store. They're all over the place. There are these bags with these clear fronts and then all of these little holes in them so that if you collect pins, you can put your pins in there, which I think is a super cool idea. It has a circular clear front, and it also comes with little straps that you can attach as like a backpack or a side bag. So it's already super versatile in and of itself, but this is a great way to make it all sorts of Disney styles. So I'm gonna show you how to make a Mickey butt insert. So I'm really excited for this one. I can't wait to show you. I think it's gonna be super successful and also relatively easy for anybody to do. So let's get started, all right? When it comes to supplies for this DIY, it's fairly simple. Ideally, you're already going to have a bag with a clear cutout. I went with this one that was a gift for me. Another thing that I think is great about it is it had this little foam insert to protect the plastic from the pins while it was in transit. But this is going to be really helpful because this essentially is going to act as my stencil when I am creating the base of this insert. So if your bag didn't come with something like this, it would be a good idea to find something that's a similar shape or to custom create a stencil, because you need to make sure that it's going to fit inside of here well enough so that it looks like it is actually a part of the bag. As far as the actual DIY goes, the supplies you need to create these inserts, I opted for felt. I think felt is a really easy material to work with. It tends to come in saturated colors and it's really affordable. All the felt that I have in front of me was between 30 cents to $1 a sheet. When it comes to assembling our Mickey Mouse butt, our base is going to be this giant red felt that I found at a craft store. And what I think is going to make it such a good base is that it's very stiff. To create our little buttons, we are going to be using this yellow felt. So we're gonna have some classic little Mickey Mouse buttons on the back of it. And then we are going to make a cute little squiggly tail with this black felt. Three other supplies that I have are going to be this fabric chalk. I'm going to be drawing directly onto the felt, so this allows me to do that without having to somehow draw backwards or worry about this showing through on the final product. I also have these little Singer scissors. These are just sewing scissors, but they're for more detailed work. So if you're ever going to be cutting anything that's really small or requires very precise edges, these are great scissors for that. Any sort of fabric scissor or crafting scissor will work as well. And then the last thing that I have is a tool that I always use and always love. It is my trusty hot glue gun. I've talked about this in my previous video, but I just love hot glue because it's affordable, it's really easy to use, and it's perfect for adhering fabrics together just because of the texture that they have. If you wanted to do something a little bit nicer that I think would have a really cute look, you can either stitch it on a sewing machine or hand stitch it. I think that stitching detail would look adorable on these. So that's my supply list. At this point, I think it's time to get started. So let's get started on drawing all of the different pieces before we begin assembling them. So I'm gonna move all of the other felt out of my way. I'm gonna get started on my base. And with the base, I'm gonna start in this corner because I do plan on reusing this felt, so I'm just gonna pick a corner and use as little felt as possible. And this is why that little foam insert was such an amazing thing to find in it, because this is my template. This is what everything is going to fit to. This is gonna be everything that the proportions adhere to. So I'm just gonna take it and draw along. Now that I have our base drawn, I'm going to get to work on the buttons. I'm freehanding this. I think there are probably much better ways of going about this, but this works for me. What I'm gonna do here, because I'm very bad at getting things to match, I'm actually going to cut this out, and then I am going to trace it on the other side and then cut it out again. So I'm gonna get to work on drawing my little Mickey tail. Let's see, I'm gonna look at my reference image just to see what I want my little squiggle to look like. It's just this simple little S-shaped squiggle, and the most important thing is that I just make sure that it looks like it's in the right proportions. And here it is. Pretty cute. All right, let's glue it down. Got one button down. We'll just glue along the edge of it. You don't need a lot, and because ideally it's going to be separate from the rest of the bag, you don't have to worry too much about things falling off. All right, so we've got it glued down. Let's grab the bag, let's insert it and see how it looks. So let's put this bad boy in. It's a perfect fit. Oh my gosh. It's so cute! I'm so excited to wear this out, and I hope this DIY, one, shows you how inexpensive and easy it is to make this $60 bag infinitely more different styles and types of bags. I hope that this was fun for you to watch, and I can't wait to see if anybody else makes their own little Mickey butt bag inserts. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything that you'd like to see more of, if there's anything that I could be doing differently or better. But until then, it was wonderful seeing you guys. I am Joyce from the Secondhand Disney Bound, and I am out. The secret to this chai tea latte being so good is I'll put some Baileys in it.